Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone, back with me Hanindya Ramadhani. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Indonesia's TV program called Sinetron, and then I will give my opinions about that. Sinetron stands for Cinema Electronica. It's a TV program that featured a fictitious series. There are so many kinds of Sinetron in Indonesia, such as Bumi Langit, Dia Bukan Manusia, and the one that is massive because a lot of people have been talking about that series. It is Ikatan Cinta, and I personally don't really know about that series because I don't really watch TV. But as I was going through the internet, especially in social media like Twitter, I found so many people have been talking about that series. Since I didn't watch this series, so I have to search up on the internet to get some information and find out why so many people were talking about this series, especially mothers. And I found many things on Google, and I think the main thing that made mothers like to watch this series because a character named Aldebaran, where mothers found that he was very charismatic playing the character, and other reasons are because the stories are appealing to the audiences and the characters mostly portrayed by young and famous artists. Everything on TV must have its good and bad side, and I just talk about Sinetron in general, not specifically mention the programs. From what I understand, sometimes Sinetron involves stories that doesn't make sense, and I think it doesn't deserve being on TV. A couple of times ago, there was a buzz on Twitter about the Sinetron program that was deemed inappropriate but yet passed the censorship. Therefore, many youth lament that. As for me, I once watched a Sinetron program and I realized there was a scene where a child was being rude to her parents. I think it's a shame to put it on TV because the audiences were not only adults and it may be made children to imitate what's on TV. But aside from is that side, there are some good sides to the Sinetron, but probably not much. The thing that comes to my mind on Sinetron is entertaining. It's a TV program, so it aims is to it aims to entertain people with its storyline. There are so many shows such as movies, series, and sometimes of them in this digital world. So now I'm going to make a comparison and contrast to some of them. I'll make a comparison and contrast between Sinetron and the Western series. I've seen a Western series where there are several seasons in that series. Sometimes the story in the last season is quite boring or even out of the way of the story from the previous season. The same goes for Sinetron in Indonesia. There are Sinetrons that have hundreds or even thousands of episodes. I didn't understand why they kept such a long story, and I thought the story would gradually become a daily story. As we know, the Western movie industry is beyond question. The qualities in terms of stories, character play, settings, technology, and so on, I think Western industry was great to have that. If I contrast them with Sinetron in Indonesia, it may be the quality that will differ considerably from the point of ideas, character plays, and technology, but both need to be appreciated because they are not easy work to make. Aside from that, I think Indonesia's movie directed by such talented directors now are being watched by the outsiders, where they will really like the action scenes that were presented. I think Indonesians should be proud to have such good works, and it would be better if Sinetron could have better qualities as good as Indonesia's movies. I think that's all for me. Thanks for watching this video.